Good evening, everybody. This is Mike Green from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Leafit Corporate Headquarters here to share some information with you tonight. This is our Monday night jumpstart. On the line with me, we have hundreds of affiliates, associates. We've also got Ron Pope, our Chief Operating Officer, our Chief Marketing Officer, the workhorse himself, the man that no one can outwork, not even myself. I used to pride myself on that, Ron. You stole my thunder. No one could outwork me, but I finally met my match. Ron Pope is here to share a ton of information with you tonight. I'm going to stay in the background, answer a few questions. Ron, if you need me, I'll be here, but I'm going to answer as many questions as I can as you guys text them in. But Ron, the floor is yours.
Excellent. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. And like always, really appreciate you dedicating your time and donating your time, really, to the company here. And not just today, but always. I mean, if it wasn't for you and Lawrence, this company wouldn't be here today. So I always like to throw that out there, let everybody everybody who's been around for a while, really understand who's been behind the company. And I'm new. I mean, I've been here just the last couple of months and implementing a lot of new marketing, and things are moving quickly. But boy, I came to the party a little bit, right towards the fun part here as we're getting ready to launch the app into the App Store, and all the early pieces were put into place. Now we're just kind of building on that. So, Mike, thank you so much for everything you've done for the company as well.
Absolutely, Ron.
All right, so let's go ahead and just jump right into it here, guys. I know last week's Jumpstart didn't get recorded. We had some recording issues actually last week. So I think it was 2 calls last week didn't actually make it into the back office. It was my apologies on that, but I believe we've got that figured out now. Some of the topics we're going to talk about tonight. You guys, if you come to these every single Monday night, you're going to see that I do repeat some of the information. Why do I do that? Well, it's very simple. We're a growing company. Okay, we're going viral. We got a lot of new people, hundreds of new users a day, and a lot of those affiliates are upgrading into associate positions, so they come to these calls. And I would like to make sure that everybody knows where to find the information. We'd like to believe that when you bring people into Leafit, that you don't just leave them behind, that you actually do spend time with them, teaching them where all these things are. But there are some situations where, folks don't get that support. So what I like to do is make sure that we from corporate show everybody where to find things. So first and foremost is communication with the field, or on your point, communication with corporate. Okay, I want to show you where all the resources are. We're going to talk about the sales funnel updates, iGrow University, comp plan pay cycles, app update, and then, whoops, I got that 2 number 6s there. So, but anyways, the last thing we're going to talk about there is the $200,000 giveaway. Starting us off here, whitelisting. It's very simple. If you're not receiving emails from corporate, make sure that you guys are making notice at leafitmail.com at one of your contacts. That's whitelisting. That's what that means. It just simply means go in your email and make notice at leafitmail.com a contact of yours. That'll assure one of 2 things, okay? First is it assures you're going to get the email. And second, it's telling your email service provider that notice at leafitmail.com is okay to receive mail from. It's not spam. So what that does is improves our ranking, so we can send more and more and more emails as we continue to grow here. So I think right now we're up to like 48,000 emails every time we send one out, and that's just growing rapidly. So we need to make sure that you guys are whitelisting, telling your email servers that, hey, it's totally fine to receive mail from leafitmail.com. So that's the first piece of business right there. If you haven't done that already, please, right after this webinar, take the time to do that. Write that down. Notice at leafitmail.com. We still get a lot of people through support saying, hey, I'm not getting the emails. Okay, so if you go in there and you do that, and then you guys send an email out to your groups, send them out to all your personals, saying, hey, make sure that you use or that you make this email address a contact, then everybody will be assured to get the emails. Next piece of business here is the resources, really, the webinars that we have. 6 webinars a day. We've got Monday night corporate jumpstart calls like what you're on right now. Tuesday and Thursday inner circle webinars. Make sure you do not miss those. We have great speakers on those every week. Replicated homepage webinar buttons. I'm going to show you all these things here in just a moment. Okay, where you find the webinars, this is the homepage of the website. You're going to click on any one of these. There's a couple of these as you go down the page that says webinars. You click on those, and it's going to pull you over to a webinar page that's going to look similar to this. Well, This is actually a screenshot of it, but you'll be able to scroll down to see all of the webinars. This is the 6 webinars a day. You click here, you can actually schedule any one of those 6. Takes you over to another registration page. Then you go down, you got your Jumpstart, and then below that, you're going to have your Inner Circle webinars, and then your live Wednesday Q&A calls. So make sure that you and your folks are all jumping on these webinars. That's what we call plugging into the system. And trust me, systems will make you guys a ton of money. And that is exactly what we're creating here for you guys with Leafit, is system after system after system. All right. And it allows us to leverage our time and energy, and it allows you guys to leverage your time and energy as well. So that's one thing that as you spend your time here with Leafit, you're going to see just nothing but systems. Okay. Because it's the best way to go. I've made a lot of wealth that way. And I learned it from other mentors of mine that were all about systematizing everything. And so you guys will see a lot of that coming your way. Let's see. Next is let's talk a little bit more about the resources here. There's a recordings are under the share feature in the back office, and then you'll see a recording section. Weekly Jumpstart webinars, the Inner Circle webinars, and the media recordings are all going to be located under there. And then right below that, under other resources, is where you're going to find the comp plan PDF. Let me show you what that's going to look like. You go in your back office, and you're going to see recordings. Okay. And this is a screenshot from over a week ago, but you'll see more recordings now in this section. And then you've got these right here. If you haven't listened to these are really cool. These are the 2 interviews that Lawrence Sell did with the NBC radio talk shows. And then this right here is the comp plan PDF. All right, so we're still getting a lot of questions about the comp plan, and a lot of the indicators are that people aren't downloading that and going through it. So I have promised you guys some training on the comp plan. I will get that done. But in the meantime, make sure you're downloading that PDF and reading through it. We did put, I believe it's back there now, we wrote up an entire new document for the comp plan so that you guys could better understand. We actually went through and explained some of the features on it. So I'll double check after the webinar, but that new PDF should be in there for you guys. I'm kind of blowing through this quickly here. I want to get to the good stuff about the app and the sales funnel and things here. So app demos on the replicated homepage. You got videos on the website as well, such as the product videos, the comp plan videos. Let me show you where those are going to be located. If you have not already gone in there and looked at them, this is going to be the product video, very first one that you see on the website. And you're going to scroll down a little bit. You're going to see the app demo here. And then this is the video from our CEO, Lawrence Sell. And then right below that is the new comp plan video as well. So this is a visual business. That's why I point these things out to you. If the best thing that you guys can do when you're building your business, and if you haven't heard me say it before, I want to say it again, do just a real quick, less than 30-second elevator pitch, and just let them know that Leafit is the first social network that allows its users to share in the revenue that's been generated from the content they post. And then when they go, what? How's that work? Well, actually on our website, let me give you my website address. And on our website, I want you to go watch the app demo. It's going to show you how to create a leaf and how our whole app works. So until you guys are involved in the beta or we get it kicked off in the Apple store here real soon, that's a great tool for you guys to use. You start using that right there, you're going to be closing a lot more people and making more money. Okay, so with the sales funnel, I showed this last week. If you weren't here, or the fact that the recording didn't get recorded properly, I want to go through this again. The sales funnel, myself and Lawrence were actually working with Rob earlier today on this, and it's extremely close. Matter of fact, our associate advisory board, the AAB that we formed last week, there's about 20 handpicked individuals that are in there from all over the world. These are leaders in the field that have been in the networking industry for a long time or have shown spectacular results in their short time with Leafit. And so we have invited them into the AAB. And today I know that Rob was in there asking them some of their feedback on the sales funnel because it's extremely close. We expect to be getting this over to the programmers beginning of the week. And we'll see. We may have the sales funnel rolled out to you guys towards the end of the week. It depends on how quickly the APIs get done on it. So, but let me just show you a couple of screenshots here. This is not even today's version. This is last week's, and As of now, it's advanced quite a bit, but this is a good feel for what we have. This will be the first page that you come in on, and a page in a sales funnel runs on and on and on and on. Okay, it goes down quite a ways, and then you can click to join at any point in the time, and then you can then move over to the second page, and then the third page, and that's where they would finally make a decision. But this is the first one. This is the video right here, our first product video. So this is just the very first thing they see when they go in, and this is another part of it. This isn't any. This is as you're going down the page, but it's not butted up against each other necessarily. But we talk about the snap it, tag it, share it. What is that? Okay, and the sales funnel, if you guys are confused about that, the whole purpose behind a sales funnel is to allow you guys to leverage your time. Really put the sales funnel URL, which is replicated. Everybody will have their own sales funnel, so you'll drive them right to your lead capture page to begin with, which are being developed right now. And then from the lead capture page, we'll capture their name, email, and phone number, and then that goes into an autoresponder. Okay, and then in the autoresponder is where we start trickling on these folks on your behalf. So let's say you're Joe and you just drove traffic through to your sales funnel, and 20 people ended up there. We're going to collect that information. Out of the 20 that went through, let's say 4 of them upgraded immediately to associates. What does that mean? You got 16 affiliates, right? You've got 16 what we call pre-enrollees. It means that they haven't done anything yet. All right. Some of them may go ahead and upgrade to affiliate. Other ones may just not do anything yet. And so that's where we start to trickle on these folks saying, hey, did you know this? Did you know that? And it's about a 7 to 8 email campaign that'll keep going out to these folks. And they have the choice at any time to upgrade or to opt out. Okay. But this is what you're seeing inside of after the lead capture page is where the sales funnel comes into play. And I'm not saying to do this, but sales funnels actually do make it possible for you guys just to spend money marketing and never really have to talk to your folks until after they have, actually joined. Again, I don't suggest that. All of our best leaders, all the top industry leaders that I've ever worked with, always pick up the phone and call their prospects and encourage them to look at more information. And when they do join, definitely call them and thank them and welcome them to the team. But you got to have the high touch with the high tech, guys. I'm showing you the high tech side of it now. And then we got the in the media. This has changed a little bit. We've got more testimonials. I think we've got about 5 or 6 testimonials right now. So extremely hot. I love what Rob's doing with it. Him and his team are doing just a spectacular job. And Lawrence and I have had the opportunity to have quite a bit of input here. So it's turning out really well, guys. Next, I would just want to touch on the iGrow University. Getting some questions back to customer support about, how to use, not really how to use it, but just some different random questions about it. And let me explain the overall. The product right now is the iGrow University. Okay, the social network is free. Anybody can get into Leafit for free and actually earn for free. Okay, so if somebody could come in as a free affiliate and they refer in somebody who upgrades to become an associate, that free affiliate is actually going to make a $50 commission. Okay, because they referred in that associate. But that's where it stops for a free affiliate is their own personal referrals. Okay, there's another way that free affiliates can make money is off of their own picture posts that generate e-commerce revenue. They don't override multiple levels of that, just their own personal pictures. Okay, so they make money 2 different ways: by referring in associates, or their own personal associates, and then e-commerce sales. What we want to show you guys is the power of becoming an associate, and really through the iGrow University, it teaches you guys the advanced social media marketing that most people don't know today. Okay, I mean, this is extremely valuable information. We want to teach you guys how to put, basically tap into, as it says on the screen here, the most powerful income generating vehicle that's ever existed, which is social media. I mean, look at Google Plus. Came out just a couple of years ago, and they've got over 540 million users already. I mean, that's incredible. Businesses never grew like that before. But the internet is so powerful, and if people know how to use it and capitalize on it, it'll stuff tremendous life-changing amounts of money into your bank account. But it does take just a little bit of effort on your part sometimes. I mean, you can either, scroll around and try and figure it out, spending hours and hours and hours spinning your wheels, or you can go into the iGrow University, okay, and get a very focused, dedicated education on exactly how to utilize, the different social networks and drive traffic over to your Leafit network. And as an associate, okay, not only do you get access to the iGrow University, but every time you enroll somebody into the iGrow University, it's what we call a Leafit associate membership. Okay, you enroll them into the iGrow University there. You're making 9 levels or 9 generations of commission on the unilevel, followed by 9 levels on the matrix, followed by some evergreen check match. So it all starts here with the university. The platform that we have, the Leafit platform, is amazing. Okay, the It app is incredible. But if you don't know how to drive traffic over there, you don't know how to build your business, then you're only going to make so much money with it. Okay, so what we're trying to do is get the entire network to go viral, and every single person who chooses to participate in that to be able to put a ton of money in your bank account. Now, here's the key, guys. Okay, I know a lot of you are traditional business owners as well. iGrow University, guys, will work for any business, any industry. Okay, whether it's online, offline, traditional, or networking, it doesn't matter. So make sure that you do get in, look at the iGrow University. You don't have to finish it completely. You don't have to go in and actually get your OMCA certification. You don't have to do that. Just go in and pick and choose what it is that you're looking for. And if you want to master LinkedIn or Facebook, go and do that. Spend that time. If it takes you a month or two to really master that, go through that course over and over and over again. It'll walk you through step by step exactly how to set these campaigns up. So I know I spent a little bit of time on that, but guys, it's so important that you understand the value of what we've brought you here through the university. I mean, it's no joke, guys. It's pretty serious information there. That'll definitely put money in your pocket. And if you've ever been frustrated not being able to build your business quick enough, you definitely need to go in and check it out. Comp plan payouts. This is another question we have coming through customer service right now. We have upgrade cutoffs. There's 2 different types of cutoffs: upgrade cutoffs, and then we've got payout cutoffs. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about both of these real quick. Upgrade payoffs are simply Monday at 11:59 p.m. Pacific. You need to upgrade. Now these, let me qualify this real quick. Okay, these cutoffs are being currently programmed in. And the reason that we're programming them in is right now, if you're an affiliate and you refer in somebody as an affiliate and they decide to go ahead and upgrade without telling you, and so you didn't upgrade first, the current system is programmed so you lose those people to your upline. Okay, what we want to do is give you guys a little bit more of a lifeline than that. So by giving you a couple of cutoff days, Monday and Thursday, 11:59 p.m. Pacific, what'll happen is our new email system that we're utilizing will actually send an email out to you once this is all programmed in here real soon. It'll send an email out to you saying, "Hey, Joe, Sally below you that you referred in as an affiliate just upgraded to an associate. Okay, it's Sunday night. You have until Monday at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to upgrade and still keep Sally below you." Okay, so even though she upgraded before you, you guys went into the system in a certain order. So you have until Monday to upgrade. Now you might be saying, well, now wait a minute, there's also a Thursday cutoff. Well, exactly. Tuesday, okay, starting at 12:01, just after midnight. Tuesday, from Tuesday until Thursday, 11:59 p.m. Pacific, is that next cutoff. You see, so you got a 3-day cutoff one time and a 4-day cutoff the next. Okay. And so if it's Tuesday and somebody upgrades below you, you're going to get an email saying, "Hey, Joe, so-and-so just upgraded. You might want to upgrade before Thursday at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time." So you see, it's one more lifeline. And what this also does, guys, is it is really a fear of loss. Okay. Rather than just ripping people away because they upgraded without telling you, now you're getting these emails, or your prospects are getting these emails. So let's put it into a sales point here. What do people buy for? Well, for one of two things. They buy for greed or they buy for fear of loss. All right. And with this here, with these cutoffs, it does allow an opportunity for that fear of loss close. So from corporate, we'll be sending out these emails letting them know that, hey, you are about to get passed up by, these folks here that you referred in as affiliates. So if you want to keep them below you, make sure you upgrade before the cutoff. That it works extremely well. I have used this system, these cutoffs, in the last couple of companies that I've helped build, and people love it. What that means is that you won't see people going into the matrix in real time because they won't go in until Monday at 11:59 or Thursday at 11:59. Okay, that's when you'll see them hit your matrix. They'll still be in your downline. You'll still see them in your downline. They just won't show up in your matrix yet. Um, and along with programming these cutoffs and things, we have a whole brand new back office scheduled to be released September 1st. So new look and feel, and a whole lot new features. So leaderboards, real time leaderboards, all time leaderboards, recognition system, all kinds of things are coming your guys' way. So we're working extremely hard over here to make all this a reality for you. Next cutoff that I want to talk about is the Friday payout cutoff. Okay, and if I could spell, I would have put a T in there. My bad. So on the Friday cutoff, it's actually Tuesday at 11:59. I built this page going right into the webinar just a few minutes before it. My apologies, guys. Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Whatever you do up until Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. Pacific will be paid out that Friday. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Whatever you do until Tuesday 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time pays out this same Friday. So if you were sponsoring people you're enrolling people today and tomorrow, and you do it before midnight, then you could actually get all that money this Friday off the unilevel. Okay, remember the unilevel pays out immediately. Okay, you could actually get your unilevel pay within 3 days. So whatever you do up till Tuesday pays out this coming Friday. From Wednesday until whatever you do after Tuesday. Okay, so Wednesday until the following Tuesday pays out that following Friday. So hopefully that doesn't confuse you guys. Your cutoff for payout this Friday is Tuesday, 11:59 p.m. Pacific. All right. Next piece of business here is, this is actually kind of cool. This is something I've been spending a lot of my time on here over the last week and a half. One of the partners in the company, Steve, has also been working with me on it, and it's pretty exciting. I mean, we talked about this. It's in the back office, it's in the PowerPoint. Excuse me. Is the celebrity block party? We've got one coming up this Saturday, August 23rd. Varial block party, Varial Street block party actually is what it's called, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. If you guys are out in the California area, out in the LA area, actually, this is going to be in Woodland Hills, and would love to have you guys come out and go to the block party. So it's Varial Block Party, and it's going to be in Woodland Hills. Myself, my wife, my family actually is going to be there, and we've got part of our celebrity group from the Hollywood area will also be there. I was speaking with one of the individuals today, and she said her and her son both should be there, and it'll be a lot of fun. It's going to be really incredible. We've got a brand new booth and everything that we've had that we're having built right now. Actually, I picked it up on Friday on the way out there. All full color digital. It's just beautiful booth, and I've been spending a lot of time on those designs as well. And we're going to be, handing out some free shirts and different things like that at the event. We're going to be announced on the stage as one of the party sponsors and promoters, and it should be really neat. It's going to air into over 3 million homes. It's going to live stream during the event and then air afterwards in over 3 million homes nationally. And Leafit is going to be one of the featured businesses there. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be there, like I say, all day. I think we're actually going to get there Friday night, and we're going to be there till close to midnight on Saturday. So come out, stop by if you're in the area. Okay, guys. So let's talk now about the app. Okay, this is a message from the CEO. I want to take just a moment. Lawrence actually wrote this earlier today. This went out to our beta testers, but I want you guys to all know about this. It says, "Attention beta testers, as we're awaiting final approval of the app, we have a small issue. Some of our beta testers are using older versions of the app. It's very important that everyone delete that app at this time or delete the app from their phone at this time, as we need a complete dump and wipe out of the system to happen. All right. So what's happened is, as we've done different updates, not everybody is updating the app. They get the notice, but they're not updating it. So now we found that here we are at the App Store, and we're going around and around with them. One of the biggest problems is that there's too many older versions. Okay. And so I'll continue to read here. It says, after a few days, when this process is completed, we will send an email out to everyone letting them know when to reinstall the app, and hopefully it will be from the Apple iTunes Store at that time. This is standard protocol. Okay, so this is nothing new, guys. I mean, if you've ever been through a beta test, which I have in the past, but if you've ever been through a beta test with an app, this is pretty standard protocol, and it is of the utmost importance that it is followed to avoid delays. If you know someone that is on the app, please be sure to call them or forward this email and instruct them to delete the app as well. So if you haven't seen this in your inbox yet, please go and check. All right. And the reason I put this up here is that, again, a lot of people have not whitelisted us. They haven't made us a contact yet. So this might end up in your spam. It might end up in a different folder. So check all your emails, folders, and make sure that you do see this and that you do comply with it tonight. Okay. If you know anybody that's on the app, make sure that you're forwarding the email or you're calling them, guys, because at this point it is causing a little bit of a delay. We can't progress forward until we get rid of all the old app versions. And so we're giving everybody the opportunity to wipe it out of their phone, but we may just have to wipe the entire database ourselves. And if it's not complied with in the next 24 hours, we actually will do that. But we want you guys to be able to do it from your end first. So in order to ensure that everyone is following these instructions, we'll be monitoring this from corporate to make sure everyone has deleted the app. Once that is completed, we can finalize the app and get in the iTunes Store. The reason you need, this is his explanation, so you guys understand, the reason you need to uninstall the app is because you're using a different version than what's actually being submitted for approval. All right, so we've submitted this for approval, and they're seeing all these multiple different versions out there while in the approval process for the first time. Now, if this was, we've already submitted and we're just doing an update, then that wouldn't be so important. But because it's our first time, the App Store and Facebook too, because we're still dealing with Facebook a little bit there on their new requirements for their approval process. But while in the approval process, for the first time, there cannot be any users of the app on older versions, as it clouds up the data and information within the new app. Okay, so that's where we're at right now, guys. We've made incredible progress pretty quickly from what I'm hearing. Actually, we're kind of frustrated at corporate. I know you guys are probably getting frustrated in the field. All I can say is hang in there, stay excited. We've done everything we can. We jump through every hoop when they come back and say, hey, we need this or we need that. But a couple of weeks ago, if you're not aware, if you're new to the company, couple of weeks ago, Facebook came out with some new requirements where they're requiring that any app in the App Store that has any integration with them whatsoever has to be resubmitted, okay, through the App Store, so that Facebook can give their approval on it. And what that did is created just a tremendous backlog. And then on top of that, we have to wait our time in line. Luckily, Fueled, who we hired to develop our app, has great contacts over there at Facebook, and it helps us accelerate through the process. But what happens is we'll wind up waiting a few days to get in front of the people at Facebook or the App Store, and then we've got something that they go, well, okay, we'd like to see this just a little bit different, whether it's our sharing feature or whatever it is. Well, what happens then is we've got to go back through the line again. And so right now we get this taken care of. We get that submitted. We got to give them the green light saying, okay, everybody has deleted it. And like I say, in the next 24 hours, if whoever hasn't, we're just going to wipe it clean. Okay. And then you guys will have the opportunity here in a few days to, it depends on how long the App Store takes. If they're going to drag their feet, we'll just open back up the beta and we'll include thousands of people in it, not just 1,000. We'll open it up for everybody. But really what we think is going to happen is once we get this wipe clean, it's about the last thing they've asked for now. So we get this wipe clean, so it's all on the current version, and then we're expecting the email that goes out to tell you guys where to download it in the App Store. So I know we're getting a lot of questions on that. Mike, why don't you come off of mute, because I know I'm down in Southern California. You've been at the corporate office. You're hearing a lot of these questions as well coming through. Do you want to address anything that I didn't address just now on the app?
Okay, tell me if I'm on mute.
Nope, you're
I'm
sounding
off
good.
mute.
You're good.
Okay. Unfortunately, typing and talking and listening at the same time have never gone well with me, Ron. So I'm not sure what you might have missed, but all I can tell you is that the questions are pretty pointed. Everybody's anxious about the app to come out. I can't say there's any one particular question that's coming from anybody that's repetitive, so I've been answering a lot of these questions individually. But what I was able to hear in the background, I think you're spot on. I think the biggest message that's going out tonight is everyone needs to understand that if you're a beta tester, delete your app. You got to get it off your phone. I do believe, and I don't know if you mentioned this part, Ron, but I think that Fuel is actually going to do a forced update, which would close one of the avenues that they need closed, which is Facebook. So you just need to help us out. Get the message out to everybody that you know that is on beta testing, and just say, hey, look, this is it. This is the final stages. You're slowing us down. If you don't get us there, delete your app. And then I don't think we're going to be down for that long. A day or two at the most is what it sounds like, and we're going to get another push, another update, and that update that should be coming out should be the one that is being submitted, the final submission to iTunes Store, and we're going to have that a little bit earlier than the rest, so the beta testers are going to see it before the iTunes Store users do. But just help us in getting that message out to everybody. Get it deleted, get it done, and help us out in that vein. But everything else on this side, Ron, looks stellar. It's people are anxious, to say the least, chomping at the bit and ready to roll. So we're right there at the.
Mike, let me
Go ahead, Ron.
explain real quick too, guys, why it's so important is this. Okay, we're waiting for certain things to go through with Facebook. They got to give their final signature on it, and while we're sitting here telling them, oh yeah, we're complying with everything that you're asking us to do, they keep seeing these posts come over from these old versions of our app. So while we're telling them, okay, yeah, we're not doing any share feature with you guys right now until we get the approval, it's very simple for them to find out that actually there are people from Leafit still using the share feature because you haven't updated your app. Old versions, that we had a few, probably a month and a half ago, something like that, were utilizing the share feature with Facebook at the time, and the different Leafs would pop up on there. We're not supposed to even be doing that right now because Facebook has shut everybody off, or ask them to stop until they approve the apps for everybody. And here we are not complying while we're asking for their approval. So very, very important that we get this taken care of tonight, guys. Anything else there, Mike, that you want to add? Okay, sounds like you're back over answering questions. So, guys, if we
No, but
go ahead.
yeah, I put myself back on mute so you can hear me count case. Yep. Go ahead, Ron.
Okay, great. But guys, let's take this to positive. Is your glass half full or half empty? Okay. Myself, half full. Let's take a look. What's really positive about this? The fact that we're dealing with the App Store to this point where they're saying, okay, we can't give you final signature until you guys finish your compliance with us. So, guys, we're there. I mean, we wouldn't even be giving these messages if we weren't getting them from the App Store, which means, I mean, we're literally right at the final, finish line. So I had somebody tell me earlier today. They said, man, I got people who are losing hope. I said, losing hope in what? They said, well, they're not sure when the app's ever going to come out. And I said, well, first off, and listen to me here, guys. It's not an easy process. There's been over $500,000 spent on this app. Okay, there was $20,000 a week in development going on, and there are millions of lines of code. It's a very, very robust app. First off, and if you've used it, you see that. And so my encouragement is this: don't lose hope. Okay, it's like climbing Mount Everest, and you get 100 feet from the top, and you go, "Oh, I can't do it. I got to turn around and go back." Okay, you guys are 100 feet from the top. You're almost to the peak. So hang in there and stay excited. Keep your teams excited. Literally, I mean, literally, and I know you guys you've heard us say this, but it's literally days away. I mean, we keep expecting this thing to release, and then we get back through the line, and they got some little thing here, and we've asked them recently, is there anything else? And that's what they came back with was, well, you guys got to comply with what Facebook is asking for, so you got to quit, posting data over there and or pictures and stuff. So until we get the approval. And so, anyways, that's where we're at. I can't give you an exact date. Even if I knew one right now, I'm sworn to secrecy from the CEO that I don't give any dates out. Guys, just stay excited, okay? We are right there. And one of the things that we are doing here, and I mentioned this last week, is instead of just waiting for the App Store, we want to get our most recent version, which we'll be updating this week. As Mike just stated, they're going to be pushing an update. And so we'll have another beta version coming out. It's actually the final version that's at the store, but we're going to go ahead and push it. And that way, in case the store drags their feet any longer, you guys can actually start using it on your phone. Okay, so if you want to get included in a potential, I'd say potential. I don't think we're actually going to have the opportunity to update the beta testers one more time after this. I literally think we're coming out in the store. But in case we get any further delays, if you guys want to get added to the beta test, send an email right now to beta@leafit.com to get on that list. That list will sit there till towards the end of this week, and then we'll go ahead and make the decision based on the feedback that we're getting. But we're very optimistic at this point. We feel that we're sitting right at the finish line now. So I'm excited. I mean, this is all positive information here, guys. This is not negative. Us asking you to delete it from your phone is all positive so that we can get the final approvals. And I really, really do think the next time that you put it on your phone, it's going to be through the App Store. So pretty exciting stuff there.
Hey, let me hit a couple of topics because I am seeing some repetition in the questions now, and a lot of people, and I think I mentioned this last week, a lot of people asking the question, what about Android? What about Android? What about Android? What about my desktop, my PC, my Mac? And so let me cover that one. There was another one too, but I don't know if we'll have time for it. But Android, guys, that is coming, and there's a two-part answer. The first part is if you're not an iPhone person, and believe me, I'm not either. Okay, there's a whole group of people out there that are iPhone fanatics, and you don't want to miss this opportunity. We are all in the same position as we all get anxious. We're all at the same starting line. I used to be a long distance runner in high school and college, and I'll tell you, there's nothing more antsy than being on that starting line waiting for the gun to go off. You conditioned all week, for 2 weeks, for 2 months, for 6 months, for a year. You've been conditioning for that gun to go off and to win that race, and you're still standing at the starting line with butterflies. But guess what? So is everybody else. We're all at that same starting line. We couldn't be in a better spot. Okay, if it's delayed another day, another 2, another week, we're still all there. We're waiting for that gun to go off, the race to start. But man, what a great place to be. A lot of people don't even realize what we're doing yet. Every single one of us that are on this call, and every single one of the people that didn't make the call tonight, they've got to understand that we're seeing this before the masses. That's where you want to be. You want to be on the cutting edge. You want to be ground floor. You want to be the first that saw it, and you are. So take great pride in that and understand that this has been a longer process than what we anticipated, but it's done. And I think Lawrence has said it multiple times in his newsletters, the app is developed. And it was a long road. It was a longer road than what we thought just to develop the app. Getting through this new qualification at Facebook has been a longer process that no one could have known about it. It's a brand new process that Facebook's making everybody go through. No one knew that. No one knew it was coming until it got here. Facebook flipped a switch and they said, we've got a new process and we've got to get through that. And we're there. So the app's been developed. It's been done. And remember who it was done by. The best app developer in the world, depending on who you talk to, not just us, but go do your own research. They're the best, if not right up there in the number 1, number 2 spot. Always, every single month, they're considered the best at what they do. So we couldn't be in a better place at a better time. Then comes the question: we haven't even launched on iPhones yet, and then everybody wants to know, what about Android? What about my desktop? I don't even own a smartphone, and that's okay. We're building that. And I've heard Lawrence talk about some time frames, but I'm like Ron. I'm afraid to say anything out loud because then everybody holds you to it, a month from now, 6 weeks from now, 8 weeks from now. But it's in development. This project is not done until it is available on every PC, on every Mac, on every Android, on every electronic device known to mankind. That's the end game. But remember where we're at. You're at the starting line. This is it. Everything that you've done up till this point is to position yourself to be one of the first. To be one of the first in something that could be, can you imagine being one of the first to go out and promote Facebook and being monetized for building that social network? That's where you're at right now. So I'm excited. I know a ton of people that are. I think far more people. I think you're up there at 95% of us are going, what's Mike ranting about? Because 95% of us are so excited we can't see straight that it's coming. So the other 5% out there, if you're starting to get that second guessing kind of stuff, man, we've worked too hard to get where we're at, and there is no failure here. Absolutely none. We will get through the Apple iTunes Store. We will get through Facebook. We'll get through the rest of it because we don't know how to quit, and we're there. Again, the app has been developed. It's done. Version 1.0 is done, and it is going to launch. Android, PC, your Mac, it's coming. Don't blink because you're going to miss it. But just remember, there's a whole group of people out there with iDevices that you can go talk to. And I've said it over and over and over again. Go talk to them. Don't wait for somebody else to talk to them. One of the questions was, well, should I upgrade now? Should I upgrade later? It doesn't matter. Upgrade when it feels comfortable to you, but don't not talk about this. Don't forget to go to all your iPhone friends and tell them to join, because you want to be the one that introduces them to what we're doing, not somebody else. Don't wait. Whether you do that as a free affiliate or a paid associate, that's completely up to you. But just make sure you're out talking to everybody that owns an iPhone or an iPad or an iPad mini right now. Every single person you know. This is the easiest thing in the world to build because they get to join you for free. That's the easiest thing in the world to sell. It's free. It's a social network that pays. It's free. Come join. So it's coming, guys. We're there. Ron, I hope I didn't get too repetitious there, but I just wanted to cover that because that repetitious question was coming up. What about Android?
No, it's the biggest subject going on right now out there, and what I think is funny is that I'm very task oriented, and anybody who knows me knows I am, and so I talk about being at the finish line. I mean the finish line of getting the app to the store, and you talk about being at the starting line. They're both true, totally, and I like your viewpoint a little bit better than mine. I mean, I'm always task oriented, thinking about the current task that needs to get completed, so I can check it off, move on to the next one, and but really, from a marketing standpoint, you guys are at the starting line, and like Mike said, if could you imagine, guys, if you let's just wind this back a few years, and you were there at the beginning of let's take a really quick ride. You were there at the beginning of Google Plus. Okay, just in 2011 when they kicked off, and you were waiting for them to come out, and they had a couple delays because you know what? The public doesn't know how many delays they had. They don't know how many delays Facebook had or anybody else because they weren't doing it. They weren't giving an opportunity to networkers. Okay, they weren't giving the opportunity to the public. So who knows how many versions they had that caused delays? But could you imagine if you were there at the beginning and you said, I'm done. I'm not going to wait. I don't want to wait a couple more days here. I know they said it's a couple more days, but I'm just going to go ahead and lose hope now. I'm not going to finish this. And then it comes out, and a year down the road, there's millions of users on it, and you look back and go, wow, should have stayed there. You can't undo that though, guys. So, just keep your head in the game and stay excited. Do what Mike said. Just tell everybody you know about it. I mean, this is coming. It is a reality. It's not a pipe dream or anything. And at the same time, take this opportunity right now to go in and pour through the university because, I mean, when the app does come out, things are going to be moving extremely fast. You might as well hone your skills right now. I mean, get your marketing campaigns. While we're building our marketing campaigns for you guys, the sales funnel and stuff, why don't you get yours ready to go as well? And that way, as soon as the app hits, you guys are just like full on just at it because you've already learned how to do a Facebook campaign or you learn how to do a LinkedIn campaign or something. So take this time, utilize it properly. Don't sit around, getting discouraged going, oh, the app was supposed to be out yesterday. Guys, we're frustrated enough at corporate for you because it's out of our hands, out of our control. So anyways, I don't want to go negative on this call at all. It's all very, very positive. We are there at the finish line. It's just, it gets a little frustrating waiting. I know, guys. I totally understand. I sympathize with you. We're right there. Even, Lawrence Sell, our CEO, pulling his hair out. I mean, we've spent, over over $500,000 and Mike and him have been just, going at it for, months upon months upon months here, getting it to this point. So you guys, could get involved. And matter of fact, let me touch also on the Android and the desktop version here, guys. We would love to kick off the desktop version, followed by the Android version there. Each version, I touched on this last week, but again, it wasn't recorded, so I'm going to say it again. Each version is not the same programming. Okay, it's different programming, which means that you have to have another set of programmers. So like we could even use the same company, Fueled, okay, but the programmers over there who do the app, the iPhone version are not the same programmers that are going to do the Android version. And those Android ones are not the same ones who are going to do the desktop version. It's all different programming. Okay, same app, same look, same feel, different programming. So when you look at that, that means that we have to bring on two more teams, one for the desktop, one for the Android, at an average of about $20,000 a week. Okay, so to do the desktop, that's about $80,000 a month in additional, and we're pretty well backed, but we are still a new company, guys. Okay, so those are all types of things that we also have to look at. So we need to get the iPhone version out first, and then follow that up with the desktop, and then the Android. Matter of fact, I think desktop and Android we're going to do those at the same time. So I don't mean to make that sound broke up.
Okay, Ron, I've got to repeat one more thing.
Sure.
Okay, because it's amazing that most of these people are people that I know that are asking me directly.
Uh-huh.
Mike, are you telling me that I have to delete my app too? Yes, that there isn't anyone out there that is that shouldn't. Everybody needs to. That's everybody. It doesn't matter what version you have. It was the first version, the last update, the first update. It doesn't matter. Everybody, even my personal friends that I've known for years need to delete the app. Everybody needs to delete the app, and help us get that message out. Yes, that means you goes to everybody. Yes, that means you. Well, what about? No, that means you. Well, what if? No, that means you. You need to delete everybody needs to delete the app. There are no exceptions. Now, we've had about 6 questions come in just here in the last 5 minutes. Hey, I've never deleted an app before on an iPhone. How do I do it? So let me do this real quickly. You're looking at your Leafit app on your what I call desktop. Remember, I'm not an iPhone guy, so if I don't have the right terminology there, I'm sorry. But you're looking at your icon, your Leafit icon, okay? It's staring at you on that home screen. Simply hold your finger on it, and it will start jiggling or vibrating or whatever you want to call it, and you'll see a little black X that shows up in the upper left-hand corner. All you have to do is simply press it while it's jiggling. Press that little black X, and you'll see that icon disappear. You just deleted it from your iDevice. Okay, now you're thinking, well, all my other icons are still vibrating. What do I do next? Just go down to that little button. If you're not an iPhone person like I am, just go down to that little button. I don't even know what they call it, that hard button that you push. Push it twice, and everything will stop jiggling. And that's how you delete the app from your device. Spread the word for us. Everyone means everyone. There's no exceptions. That's even my friends, again, that I've known for years and years and years. Yes, that means you too. Everybody, Lawrence is deleting his, Ron's deleting his, I'm deleting mine. We're all deleting our apps from our iPhone devices. Everybody. Did I make that clear enough, Ron? Did I say everybody?
Wait a minute, Mike. Are you saying I gotta have to delete mine?
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Yes, that means you. And that means Rob, and that means who are the other guys you're going to ask me if I have to delete mine? Will has to delete his. Yes, Coach, you need to delete yours too. Yes, everybody. We all do. Everybody does. Did I say everybody?
I think so. Yeah, it was everybody, okay. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, I think what's that?
Home stretch.
Home stretch. I think we pounded on that enough that. Guys, just make sure that tonight you reach out to everybody. Take the time right after this call. I know it's late in some areas, but take the time to reach out and anybody that you know that's on the app right now, just make sure that they're aware of it. Send them a text, send them an email, send them a phone call, whatever. Let's get this done tonight so we can actually look at approval. Hopefully this week, guys. I mean, it's that close. So
well, look, and can I say one more thing, Ron? And then I promise I'll go back on mute.
You don't need to
some
mute.
People are looking at our process, people that are a lot smarter than I am when it comes to getting apps approved in the Apple iTunes Store, and some of you are scratching your head saying, I've never heard of anything like this before. You know what? I haven't either, but you have to understand what we did with our developers. Okay, they allowed us to put over 1,000 beta testers in the system. They've never done that before. Nobody does that. Nobody. We are so unique, it's not even funny. So if you're trying to compare us to other, app developers and say, well, I've never heard of anything, this is crazy, this is stupid, this you guys are making stuff up. No, we're not. We pushed our developers so hard to get a beta test out there to this many people. It's just never been done before. Okay?
And they told us.
I would challenge anybody to come back and try to rebuke that, because I know that to be true. Okay, it's never been done before. Not 1,000. Okay, not even 500. Our developers that are, again, the best developers in the world, depending on who you talk to this month, they'll tell you they're either number one or number two. Okay, they've never done it before. I got to think that they know what they're talking about. They've had 2 or 3 or maybe 4 or 5, beta testers when they're developing a new app. That's it. Not 1,000. So yes, this is crazy. This is unheard of. You've never heard of it before. I get that, but this has never been done before either. No company has ever been able to talk Fueled into putting this many people on beta test.
And you know what, guys? Fueled told us too at the time that we told them we wanted that many people on beta that it could cause an issue later on when they're submitting to the App Store. So corporate knew this was coming. Okay, so and then it actually did become what Fueled said it would be. It's a little bit of an issue because now we're having to go and ask all you guys to remove it from your phone so that we can finish our submission. But as we told them at the beginning, it's okay because our teams are going to be actively ready and willing to do what it takes. So that's what we're asking you guys to do right now. Do what it takes. Get it off your phone right now, and let us finish up so you can put it back on here in a couple days. Mike, why don't you take us right into the 50K race, would you?
50K race? Uh-oh. Are you putting up a cheater board for me?
No. The $200,000 prize pool.
Okay,
it's up.
Close one of the windows. There it is. I see it now. Okay, gotcha. 50K race. For those of you who've been here before, you'll hear me say it again and again and again and again. This is for everybody. Okay, maybe not. Thinking that you could actually win an incentive program like this. Maybe you're thinking, Mike, this just really isn't me. I'm not one of those top producers. Understand that what this incentive program does is it puts every single one of us in a position to use this as a tool to go find somebody that does like to win these. I remember one of the first people that was introduced to me when this program first came out, and they said, "Oh man, Lonnie, he's gonna take that thing to the bank. He loves incentive programs like this." And sure enough, Lonnie, I think, signed up into the program within the first week of this coming out. So the person that saw the incentive program thought, yeah, I don't know if I can win it, but I know a guy that can. And I want everybody to remember that as you're looking at this, as I'm talking about this 50K race, that puts all of us in that same position. Go find a home run hitter. Go find somebody that loves to be standing at that starting line. Find somebody that likes to win big programs like this and put all that money in the bank, and go use this as a tool to get them into our program. We've got a comp plan. Ron says it all the time now. We've got an awesome comp plan. I think it's unbelievable, to be honest with you. Unlimited earnings potential. Inside of social networking with over 2 billion free subscribers, 500 million pictures being posted on Facebook every single day. Who's not going to want to be part of what we're doing here at Leafit? Everybody's going to. So with that kind of space, you're talking about unbelievable when it comes to unlimited earnings potential in our regular comp plan. This incentive, look, when we hit 5,000 paid associates, one of the associates is walking home with a $15,000 check. When the company has 5,000 paid associates, the paid associate that has the most paid associates is going to take home a $15,000 check. That's a reward. That's a bonus. That's on top of everything else. When we hit 10,000 paid associates in the system, company-wide, one associate is going to walk home with a $25,000 check for having the most paid associates. Then things get a little bit dicier. Now we're going to start talking about leadership. Can you build people? Can you show your leadership skills and help people get where they want to be? And I'm sure a lot of you have heard this before, but I'm a firm believer of it. Just help enough people get what they want, and you'll get what you want. Okay? This is where that starts. When we hit 25,000 paid associates, we're going to pay the associate that has the most paid associates that each have 3 paid associates. We're going to pay them $50,000 to one associate. You talk about a bonus. That's an annual salary for, I mean, that's way over the median, right? Now, when we hit 50,000 paid associates, that goes up to $110,000 based on those same qualifications. We are going to pay one individual that has the most paid associates with 3 paid associates $110,000. I think that's huge, and when you look at those numbers, 50,000 paid associates in the space that we're in, why we don't accomplish that by the end of this year or next, it's beyond me, and I'm telling you, somebody's taking a big old check home. Can't wait to see that check getting written, righted, whatever it is. It's late, but it's going to be a big one, and I can't wait to see that happen. The paid associate that has the most paid associates that each have 3 and 110,000. That's a total of $200,000 this company is giving away on what the company already knows is going to happen. That's why I look at this incentive program. I think, what a commendable thing for the company to do. We know we're going there. We know, 500 million, a million free subscribers to our social network is minuscule in our space. We're talking about 10 million, 20 million, 200 million. Okay, that's only Instagram size, 200 million free subscribers. And if just 1% of those, 200 million are paid associates. Last time I checked, Ron, the math on that I think was 2 million paid associates. Do you know what 2 million paid associates looks like in a business model like this? That is success that everybody is talking about, and I mean everybody. So we're going. We're on the starting line. We're, on your mark, get set. That's why I love the graphics on this. Thanks, Steve, for putting that together. But I love the graphics. We're in hold. We're on the starting line. We're ready to go. So batter up. Yes, you can make commissions right now. Go out and sell iGrow. Your $149 on people that are upgrading to associate by purchasing the online marketing system course. There you go. They're generating an income for you, and it's putting you one step closer to winning incentives like this. So go hit a home run.
Absolutely. On top of that too, guys, just so you know that we have other incentives that we've got planned, and we'll be rolling them out to you guys soon. Different momentum builders, ways that all of you guys can participate. Where I'm not going to throw any details out there, but there will be ways that you can put more cash in your pocket through different bonuses, different contests, things like that. This is not the only one that we're going to have running. So we've been extremely busy over here at corporate, so it's difficult to add more on top of the plate, but we do have a lot of things planned and really fun things for you guys to make a lot of money. We'd love to see everybody, that comes over here to Leafit be able to put some life-changing income in your pocket. So at this point, guys, the last thing I'd say is that, we're going viral, and we're doing it right now. We're gaining hundreds of new users each and every day. So what's next? Well, choose to move forward. Pay the one-time $149 and $49 a month. Get your sponsor's username to do that. Go to their website at leafit.biz / your sponsor's username and secure your position, because, as we've talked about, this is time sensitive. So if you're not already involved with Leafit at the associate level, do that right now. Don't wait until later. Don't wait till tomorrow. Get your positioning right away. Follow the step-by-step system. Plug into all these webinars that we're talking about, that like the one here tonight, the Tuesday, tomorrow night, we're going to have the Inner Circle, where we bring leaders out to speak with you and give you golden nuggets on how they're building their businesses so quickly. Wednesday night, we have the live Q&A, followed by another Inner Circle webinar on Thursday. So we have 6 opportunity webinars daily. We've got a system for you guys to plug into. Sales funnel will be out here soon, and just lots of great things coming your way. But get on the phone, invite people to these webinars. Come out, to come out and really see what it is that you're so excited about, and then build relationships and have fun. And guys, I just want to say welcome to the team. And Mike, before I end it, is there any last thoughts you want to give?
I'm glad you asked, Ron, because I'm laughing in the background. Now people are Skyping me and texting me. So, Mike, do you mean I have to delete my app too? The answer is yes. Yes, everyone. Even if you have my personal email address, my Skype information, or my phone number, that means you too. You still have to delete the app.
It's very, very temporary, guys. It's so temporary. Come on. Just right now, let's do it together. Pull your phone out and let's just delete the app real quick. And that way we can push an update. Okay, we'll push you an update here in the next couple of days. So see, it's addicting. It's addicting. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose my coffee. It's like it's like going without your cup of coffee in the morning. Yes, just for a couple of days. You guys are gonna be okay. I promise. Okay, so delete the app. And then when we push the update, which will be the exact same one that's going into the App Store, okay, that way we're fully compliant and we can get our final approval. Otherwise, we're going to sit here in the same situation where we're spinning our circles because we can't finalize in the App Store unless each and every one of you, everybody, deletes the app from their phone, so we can push the update. All right, guys.
And the question's coming, does that mean I have to delete Hockey app too? And the answer is no. You don't have to delete Hockey app, just the app itself.
Just the
Hold it,
it app, guys. The it app.
hold it down, make it jiggle, hit the black X, done, you're done. That's it, that quick. All done.
Okay,
Spread the word.
yep, and then before you know it, it's going to be right back on your phone again here. So it's a necessary submission. We opened it up, allowed over 1,000 people onto the beta, so that you guys could see what it was about and you could start to share it with people. But guys, it's time to go public on this now. Okay, and we can't do it without your cooperation. You've got to pull it off your phone. Everybody, pull it off your phone right now, and we'll push the update here in the next couple of days. You'll have it right back again. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. We're just over an hour, and it's been, there's a lot. I know it's been a lot of information coming at you. You're probably smoking out of your ears right now, but this was recorded, and it will go in the back office. And I want to thank everybody for your excitement, your loyalty, your confidence in Leafit. And guys, congratulations for being here. We are literally days from making history. So thank you for coming out.